Hi everyone, welcome back to Sun's Arts. If you're new, welcome to the family. Today's DIYs are all under the sea themed, and I chose mermaid as the main focus of the theme. So let's move on to DIY number 1. For this one, I'm going to take two of this beautiful light pink. One is this pastel blue and another one is the sea blue. And I'm just taking two of them and took the darker one a little more, and I'm just creating a nice color tone, and then I'm just painting that onto this beautiful wooden sign which is "Sun, take me to the ocean." And this is such an appropriate sign for this DIY. And I painted the middle patch with this blue paint, and I'm going to paint the bottom with this some of the paints that came in one of the kits, and this darker blue that I want to go and paint in the bottom. And I just dulled it down with some more of that top paint. And for the letters, I just took this pink paint and I painted the top part of the letters with the pink, and I wrote all these letters with this furniture marker. And also I took some of this mermaid tails, wooden ones from Dollar Tree, and I'm using the same paint mixture to paint the mermaid tails. And I painted one with the same blue color, the other one also I painted the same blue, but I also went with the pink tone on top of it to give like a nice different color of mermaid tails. And this is how they both look together after they are dried. Now I'm going to use the same furniture marker to draw those fish scales, just like so. After the design is completely done, this is how they look. Now I'm going to dot it down with some of the paint, one in the dark blue and one in the pink, and this is how they look. Now I'm also going to use some of this tiny wooden fishes from Dollar Tree, and I'm using the same blue paint mixture and also the dark blue paint on another fish and a pink on the third fish. And I'm also going to dot all these fishes after they are dried with this one of this wooden reed diffuser, and I'm just dotting it all around, and one with the blue dots and one with the dark blue dots and one with the pink dots. And this is how they look. And I'm taking one of this pink fish and I'm going to attach it in the center. Before that, I'm also going to take a little bit of a hot glue and attach those mermaid tails to this beautiful sun sign, and they look so gorgeous that those mermaids are just hiding behind the sign and they're too shy to show their faces. That's the picture I actually get it. And I'm also attaching one of this pink fish in the center in between those two wooden blocks. And I'm also going to take one of the starfish, that's a nice pastel blue, and I'm finding the right spot to attach it. Now I got the right spot. Now I just peeled off the clothespin and I took a little bit of a hot glue and attached the base of it. And I also wanted to give like a tiny bow. I got this polka dotted ribbon from Dollar Tree in the kids section, I believe, and I just attached a bow and a pearl in the center, and this calls it done. Look how gorgeous this pink and blue sign with those mermaid tails with the decorative dots on it, and tiny bow with a pearl and also a pink wooden flower. One of the mermaid is wearing the pink rose and another mermaid is wearing the bow, and that's the picture I'm trying to give here. And I also attached one starfish in the base to finish the look, and this is one of my favorites, so you have to let me know what you think as well. This video would be part of Join Us Under the Sea room by room decor, and this is hosted by Devin over Freckled Mom DIY, co-hosted by Sarah over Can Sarah DIY It. And I'm going to leave the links of this creative ladies in my description box, as well as the playlist of all the amazing creative ladies. And you have to check out the playlist. It's filled with so many summer themed DIY ideas for your home decor. And let's move on to DIY number 2. And this one is older DIY. I wanted to include it because this is a mermaid themed, and this sign is from Dollar Tree, and this is one of the shiny mermaid. I just want to dull it down by painting with the pink, nice pastel pink color. And I'm using two brushes. The thick one is to paint in the center. For drawing the borders, I'm using a thin brush like I'm showing, and I'm also painting all those shiny dots with this pastel pink. And I'm just painting all around, and after it is painted, this is how it looks. I have this flat blue color pearls, and I'm just attaching it everywhere. I'm also sticking some shells and some pearls all around the mermaid, and also I decorated the mermaid with some pearls with her hair tie and her dress. And I'm also attaching all around with this pearl string, and I created a bow with a cute ribbon, and I attached pearl in the center, and the shells are on four corners to cover the holes of those sign. And this is done, and this is one of the cute mermaid sign. And I love how this mermaid is enjoying her day in the sea with the pearls and shells around her. And yeah, this is one of it, and you have to let me know what you think. Let's move on to DIY number 3. For this, I'm going to use one of this crate sign from Dollar Tree, and this is having like a shiny letters. I just dulled it down by brushing it with one of this sanding paper, and I wrote mermaid with this white paint, and I also painted the mermaid with this light blue paint. And I also gave like a nice dress to her, and I got this dark blue marbles, and I created like a stand for this crate with dab of a hot glue. And I am also attaching two of the shells on the front of the crate. I'm taking one of this placemat which has got beautiful sea design on it, and I attached on either side, and I also covered it with cotton twine around it, and I attached one of this beautiful greenery. And I stuffed the crate with some plastic bags, and I filled with some of this sea jewels, just like shells, pearls, some decorative pieces all around. And this is one of the treasure chest of mermaid, and the mermaid is off duty and enjoying her treasure. And I also attached one bow on the top to finish the look. And this is another cute mermaid sign that I'm very much happy with. You have to let me know what your thoughts are. On to DIY number 4. For this one, I'm going to use another mermaid wooden sign. It's actually a light, and it just turns on and off. And I'm going to decorate this with the same paint mixture. And I got this during Valentine's time. That's why she's holding hearts there. And I'm using the same pastel blue and another sea green blue. I think it's blue. I'm going to take enormous amount of that and like a half amount of pastel blue, and I'm going to create a mixture, and I'm going to paint all over the mermaid with the sign, except the stone part that she's actually sitting on. That would be a different color. So yeah, I'm going to show how this mermaid looks after the paint is completely painted all over her, and this is how she looks. Now I'm also going to get some of this darker blue, which I actually used for another kits that it came with. So this is how they look after it is painted. Now I'm taking this pink chalk paint, and I'm just painting all over her hair. I mean actually over like highlights of her hair. I just want to give like pink highlights to her hair. And I'm also going to paint some of her decoration on her mermaid body. It has some stars and stuff like that. I got this acrylic paint markers, paint pens from Five Below, and I'm just using the pink one to highlight her dress. and this is kind of a little darker, so I'm actually dulling it down with this white chalk paint after that. And this is how she looks after all the decoration is done. One of the heart is pink, another one is blue, and two colors of blue. And I'm going to cover this with this shell that I also got from Dollar Tree. And taking dab of a hot glue, I'm attaching on top of the hearts just to show that she's holding one of the shell. And I'm taking all these pearls that are also from Dollar Tree, and I stuck all over her stone and some part of her body. And I got this pink bow, and I'm just attaching just below the shell with two of the pearls to kind of finish the look. And I attached some flowers around her rock, and also flower to her hair, and some stone on top of her, head to give like a crown look there. And this is my cute mermaid, and all decked up, and she's enjoying her day. And this is one of it, and you have to let me know what your thoughts are. Let's move on to DIY number 5. For this, I'm going to use one of this galvanized bucket from Dollar Tree, and this napkin is also from Dollar Tree that I got long time back. I never used it, and this is an opportunity to use it. I'm just taking a little bit of a Mod Podge from Dollar Tree again. This is completed Dollar Tree projects, you guys, all of them are. So I'm just using some paints from Michael's and some from Walmart. And I'm just taking my paintbrush, and I'm just removing the air bubbles, and I'm just adhering the napkin to the bucket, and I'm removing the excess by just pulling it off. It comes off easily, and I'm going to let it dry. While that is drying, I got this wooden turtle from Dollar Tree, and I'm just taking one of it, and I'm going to paint it the same blue paint mixture. But before that, I have to cover the hole with this spackling, and I'm just taking a tiny bit of a spackling, and then I'm just covering one of the hole on top of the turtle, just like that. And it's a quick dry, and after it is dried, I painted, and I also attached some dots, blue, light blue and pink. After it is dried, I'm just taking a little bit of a hot glue, and I'm attaching it onto this bucket next to the mermaid tail. And on the other side or top of the bucket, it already has a beautiful rope. Now I'm taking one of this bead string that I got from Michael's long time back, and I'm just attaching it in the center of the rope, just like so. And I got this blue ribbon, and I just created like a tiny tail like that, and I attached one of the blue wooden rose which I used for another project. This is going perfect, so I just attached it on top of it. And I'm just stuffing some of this plastic bags to get the depth. And I'm also taking one of this sea greenery. It's not greenery, it's white string of greenery, I would say. I don't know what is this called. I just stuffed it, and I also stuffed some of the greenery, light greenery, brown greenery, and I also stuffed a lot of pearls and shells. And this is one of the mermaid's chest, I would say. And look how gorgeous this turned out. I'm so happy how this mermaid's chest is, mermaid's treasure. This is one of my other favorite, I would say. So you have to let me know what your thoughts are. Let's move on to DIY number 6. For this, I'm going to use one of this beautiful sign, which is already showing like an undersea view. It's like a cute shell and some of this weed. Actually, what is this called as seaweed or something? and it's going well with the color scheme that I'm going for. And these are the two wooden fishes that I painted previously, and these are some of the shells that actually, when I pulled off the tag, I just cut those out, and I'm going to decorate this on this sign. And this is actually coming handy. And I'm also not pulling off the clothespin because I wanted the nice elevation that it gives. And actually I'm taking all those cutouts from the tags and I'm attaching it all around the sign, just like so. Now I'm taking one of this seaweed, the shiny one, and I'm attaching on either side, just like so. And I'm also going to take some of the pearls to attach the base of the hanger, which also looks like an anchor to me. And I created a bow with this blue ribbon, and I attached pearl in the center to finish the look. And this is one of the under the sea view, and look how gorgeous those fishes are swimming along around the shell, and the pearls and the shells and the starfish. It's so gorgeous. I'm so happy about this. You have to let me know your thoughts as well. On to DIY number 7. For this DIY, I'm going to use the same napkin, the bottom part of the napkin, the top I use for this galvanized bucket. Now I'm going to take those fish scales around, and I'm going to decorate this candle. This is actually a nice blue candle from Dollar Tree, and I'm taking a little bit of a Mod Podge and I'm brushing all around it, and I'm going to attach, actually decoupage it around this candle, just like that. And I'm brushing it down, and I'm going to pour some more Mod Podge and let it dry. And this is how it looks after it is dry. Now I'm going to decorate this one with one of this pearl string, and I'm also attaching one pink wooden rose to finish the look. And I also gave like a pearl string on top of the candle jar, just like that. And this is a quick hack, and I'm so happy how this turned out. So yeah, let me know what you think. On to DIY number 8, the last DIY, and this is a quick hack again. And this is one of the beach house that I got from Dollar Tree. I just want to use the remaining tissue paper, actually the napkin that I used for the candle, and I'm just going along attaching around the beach house with the same Mod Podge. And I'm just taking one of this cotton twine, and I'm just bordering it around the fish scale sign, actually the napkin. And this is how it looks after it is attached. And I also created a bow with the blue ribbons, and I attached pearl in the center to finish the look. And this is my final reveal of all the DIYs today. And look how gorgeous all these turned out. And this is definitely my favorite. Sun, take me to the ocean, and that is our theme, under the sea. And sun is myself and I'm being asked to take them to the ocean where the mermaids are having fun. Those are two mermaids behind the sign, and cute fish, starfish, the flowers, the chest filled with a lot of sea jewels and sea treasure chest. And I'm so happy how all these DIYs turned out with the mermaid theme under the ocean. I hope you enjoyed watching and working along with me, and you have to let me know which one is your favorite. I enjoyed making all these DIYs, you guys, and this is one of my favorites, under the sea and anything around the sea. So this is one of my favorites, and you have to let me know which one is your favorite, and you would like to give any suggestions towards my channel. I would appreciate that. And if you like some of these videos and you would want to see more of this, I hope you would consider subscribing, liking and sharing. And if you are already subscribed, I'm so happy that you did, and I appreciate your love and support from time to time. that you've been giving towards my channel. I'm really thankful and grateful, you guys. Without you all, I can't make it this far. I'm really happy and appreciative to each and every one of you all. Thank you so much. Until next time, if you'd like to see more of my videos, I'm going to tag some in the right corner of the screen. Like I always say, thank you so much for watching today, and I'll see you again.